you for joining me on excuse me, Secret Garden Diaries with Jill. I am your host, Jill Russell. We are cutting back iris today. This is an encroaching weed. It's not an iris. You've heard me talk about my grandmother and great aunt. And Big and Auntie used to grow iris in their gardens to sell, the rhizomes. When they would cut them back, they would cut them back in a fan shape. I don't know why. I've looked around on the internet some and have just seen usually it's just something that's straight across. And I'm doing my best to cut them in the fan shape. The iris that are here on the planted at the back of the shop are some iris that I just wanted to warehouse, some rhizomes that I just wanted to warehouse and didn't want to dry out or die. So they're not planted here in any particular pattern or for any reason other than I just wanted to keep them, didn't want to lose them. And it usually takes about 3 years for an iris blossom to show up in your in our garden and look beautiful with its lovely bloom. So right now I'm just cutting them back. Iris really like poor soil to grow in, so they don't take a lot of attention and care, except not to overwater them, and they don't like mulching really, as far as I know. That's what I learned decades ago from Big and Auntie. So now we're cutting them back, and maybe next year I will divide the rhizomes and find someplace else in my garden to plant them. Usually they're not against the building either. These randomly planted iris, it's really hard to get them perfectly looking in a fan shape too. Secret Garden Diaries by Jill with Jill are unfiltered and not edited. I'm not an editor, and this is what I look like. This is me. This is the real thing. Unfiltered. Not trying to make some beautiful video, but this is what's in my backyard, and today I'm in my backyard. And I am not going to dress up like a model to be working in the garden. Do you? I also want to thank you for not body shaming. This is me. This is who I am. Unfiltered. filtering really has little to do with language because, I'm not going to say anything just really ugly, as far as I know anyway. Thank you for joining me on this edition of Secret Garden Diaries with Jill. Please put in the comments below when you prune your iris, where you have them planted. And if you know the names of your iris or if they're historical iris, let me know. Appreciate it in the comments, and make sure you subscribe. This is a real life, in the backyard, secret garden diary. It's not the Learning Channel.